I read Meditations. My first thought was that it's just a philosophical book, but I've now come to a realization that it's not. It's a coping mechanism. Stoicism, in fact, was used as a coping mechanism. There's a point in time where you realize that things are not going your way. There are basically lessons that the Stoics would implement and embody in their lives so that they could live carefree from all the shenanigans. And my thoughts now have changed, right? At first I thought it was a self-help book, but now it's something else. Now, as I read more and more philosophical quotes and more philosophical books, and I get to understand the author also, because it's important to understand the author so you can understand what he's writing, right? And now you understand that the minute you know more is the minute life tends to not feel fun anymore. The happiness tends to fade away. Not intentionally so, but it's something that happens unconsciously, because now you start to realize the fraud and the lies that are out here surrounding us. And it comes to when you read Meditations that the minute you feel like you know too much, because I feel like, personally, in my opinion, I feel like it kind of touches the one who has seen more, who understands more, and now they're trying to live a civil life, because you cannot know more and yet again be happy. You know what I'm saying? With more knowledge, with more wisdom and more understanding, life becomes less fun. And now the Stoics would use this philosophy of theirs, this Stoicism of theirs, this I don't want to call it a ritual, but I would say a way of living. In fact, they would implement such things in their life, in every day of their life, to say that when you feel like the world is not going according to your plans and ways, it's the moment you have to let go. It's the moment you have to rejoice within, stick within, stay still. You understand what I'm saying? When you feel like the waters of the ocean have these huge waves, one thing you have to let go of the body, and you will float with the water easily and peacefully. So, and that's where I am right now. I'm at a peak where I don't know everything, but I know certain things that make me not want to have fun anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm at a peak of it. And I guess it all comes with growing up. It all comes with evolving, And I like this quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. He said that, I'm paraphrasing at this point. He said that there are two types of people out here. Some are born to obey, and some are born to see. But those who are born to see are now cast for the rest of their lives. And it's true. It is true. The more we seek and the more we understand, the more we no longer find pleasure. For example, I'll make an analogy at this point. let's just say you've been wanting to buy a certain t-shirt, right? Cost you $200, but you don't have $200 at a time, and you yearn for it, you are crying for it. And then at this point, now you manage to get the $200. When you get it, you buy the t-shirt. Now it's no longer fun wearing the t-shirt, because now it's like any other normal t-shirt that you have in your closet, right? And that's how it is. It's more also about gaining the wisdom, also gaining understanding and clarity about certain things. And the fun, it is when you don't know. The fun, it is when you are still seeking. Just like a game. You realize that every time you are not good at playing a certain game on your console or PC or whatever, when you're not so good at it and you keep losing and losing, for some reason your mind chooses to be addicted to playing that game over and over, and which is it releases a certain dopamine inside your brain. Like, it feels fun for the brain that this is another puzzle that I cannot break. But the minute you break the puzzle, the minute you understand the game, that's the minute the game ends. Now it's no longer fun, because you can no longer play the game, because the game is finished. You have to buy another new one. And that's how it also applies in our lives. We learn, we understand, we seek clarity, we seek wisdom, and it's no longer fun. And we go to seek out a new thing. You want to learn psychology, next thing you want to learn philosophy, next thing you want to learn astrology, and then you want to learn the other and the other and the other. So we never stop learning. But the Stoics say that it is okay, right? But remember, every human desire that you have, you must be able to control it. Don't force it, but control it. And what this means is that you have the desire to know more and understand more about the universe, right? That desire shouldn't have something to do with you getting reward, all right? Because every desire that we cry for, basically we want to gain glory from it, or status from it, or we want to be seen like by somebody. We want the accolades and the acknowledgement from everybody. But now it doesn't work like that way. So the Stoics say that desire, it's a human basic need. It is there by nature. There's nothing we can do, but we just need to control it, right? The more you control your life, the more you don't seek expectations, right? So that even when next time you go buy that t-shirt, or you are crying for a t-shirt, you don't have an expectation that you're gonna wear it every single day. You just like wearing the t-shirt. You just like it. Sometimes it's okay to admire the t-shirt from the window. And that's the Stoics are teaching us, is that sometimes those things it's not that we really need them. We just want them. There's a difference between a necessity and a desire. What's necessary is necessary, and what we desire is just what we desire. We must learn to separate the two and understand how they control our emotions, how they control our environment, and how they control how we perceive life also. So those are my thoughts based on meditations. And the first time I read it, I thought it was a self-help book, but now it has changed my thoughts. It's a coping mechanism it's for those who have lost hope in terms of trying to manifest certain things in their life, who are not in control of their lives. It's basically saying to you that let go. It's time to let go. You don't know how to swim? Let your body go, and your body will do its job properly. It will float. At first you will feel like you're drowning, but that's the part of the process. But then when you learn to relax, your body will float. And yeah, that's just my thoughts.